I'm Jenna Miscavige. I was born and raised in Scientology. I left when I was 21 years old and wrote a book about it. My uncle, David Miscavige, is the leader of Scientology, and this is my YouTube channel.
Hello friends, I am in my car. I just went on my walk. I actually tried a new little neighborhood. The guy at my coffee shop suggested it, and it had like a bunch of cute little houses, and one of these days I need to do a little walking tour for you guys because there's like the cutest little Spanish style houses that are just so tiny, and they have the best gardens and the prettiest flowers and the coolest cactuses, and I must share this with you. But I am on my way back home. I did cut my walk a little bit short because I'm feeling a little bit sick. My throat hurts and I have the sniffles, and my daughter's been sick for about 2 weeks. Not like sick in bed sick, but like has a cold sick. And so I just want to get extra rest and try to ward it off. But I thought we could have a little chat while I'm driving home via the grocery store. So what I thought it would be fun to talk about is how come my YouTube channel getting demonetized is the best thing that ever happened to my channel. Now, it was in June of 2024 when my channel got demonetized. And the reason it got demonetized was because in the ex-Scientology space on YouTube, you know, there's a bunch of creators that grew up in Scientology, and they were streaming together, live streaming simultaneously to each other's channels, which is a really cool and unique way to collaborate, and just such a great way to get the word out about Scientology and to tell your story. But also it led to duplicate content being on people's channels. Now, this isn't actually a bad thing, but I think that YouTube has some sort of algorithm where it scans channels, and when it sees the exact same thing with no change in content, it flags it as a sort of, I don't know, double upload, or I don't think it's a copyright infringement, but it basically wants to encourage people to have original content. And so they flag it in that way, and then they temporarily demonetize you, and you can basically appeal this decision. And if you appeal it and they approve your appeal, then you can get remonetized. And this actually happened to several creators in the ex-Scientology space, where several of them got demonetized, and many of them appealed it, and their appeal got rejected. And if your appeal gets rejected, you basically have to reapply for monetization after 3 months. And the thing is that it is actually an incorrect demonetization, because the videos are original content, because it's being created when you're simultaneously live streaming. The video is being created on both channels at once, and you as a creator are an integral part of that video. And so it was actually an incorrect demonetization, but somehow the appeal process wasn't working. And so when several of my friends had their appeals be rejected, I was afraid that my channel would never be monetized again. And I had been trying to do these simultaneous live streams, but the truth is that appearing live, I was already somebody who was camera shy, and it was like sort of my first foray into YouTube, and I was really nervous. So it was very hard for me to make myself do videos, even though it was something I wanted. I wanted, and I still want, to have a platform on YouTube where I can speak my multitudes of opinions and be heard, and to provide value to my subscribers and to tell my Scientology story. It's something that I want in my life, and it's also something that allows me to live the life that I want, because I have so many interests. I have a short period of time in the day where I'm not either picking up my kids from school or dropping them off from school or accommodating one of their minimum days or their summer or spring break, so it actually really suits itself well to my lifestyle and also my personality, but I just had to get over this hump for myself. And so I really wanted to do it, but doing it live and doing it in this format that everyone was doing, I think was holding me back more than I realized. And so the reason why demonetization was the best thing that happened to my channel is because in order to do an appeal, you actually have to submit a pre-recorded video to YouTube. And there's all these little technicalities that you have to do, like you have to have your YouTube username in a banner underneath the video. But the point was that in making this appeal video, I was doing things like shooting B-roll, and I was having a conversation with a friend, and I was doing all these things in a pre-recorded video, and I actually really enjoyed it. And I found that I really loved doing pre-recorded videos. I actually really like editing, not because what I say directly to camera is wrong or bad or I want to be inauthentic, but I love the art of editing. I love adding music. I love the beauty of long shots, close shots. I love having different backgrounds. And because I'm a bit more of a writer than a talker, I actually do better when I have a minute to think about what my message is. I don't always come to conclusions in real time. If I'm talking to someone else, I feel that I'm often just like taking in information, and then I need a moment of privacy or a few days or something to analyze how I feel about it, and then I'm like, okay, this is what this means. And so being live wasn't really well suited to my personality. And so doing this pre-recorded video for the appeal made me realize that I love doing pre-recorded videos. And it even reminded me that this is something that I've done before. And so when, I have to say, but probably like, 8 years ago, when my kids were littler, I found this creator, her name was Xantha Berkeley, and she basically does like video, like sort of scrapbooking, where she makes these beautiful films of her children and her family and her lifestyle, and she would edit them into the sweetest videos, and I just loved them so much. And she would also do this for brands, and I took her course many years ago, and I would make these cute little videos of my kids. And previous to taking her class, I was into photography. I also had taken a class on that, and I just love the visual storytelling. I also took a writing class. I've had so many chaotic interests in my life. They actually all really lend themselves to doing this on YouTube. But the photography was great, but the fact that you could record your kids' little sweet voices and the little things that they said combined with beautiful cinematography, and just take the everyday tiny moments in life and actually have a recording of their voice, that's incredibly special in a different way than just photography. And I was like, oh my God, I have to do this with my kids. And so I made so many cute little videos of them doing things, splashing around at the beach, just recording these moments with them. And the videos are priceless, and I will have these forever. And I learned how to do that on her class. I'll show you guys her website in case you guys are interested in checking out her little class, because maybe you want to make little scrapbook videos of you and your grandkids, so that maybe one day when you're gone, they can watch these videos of you and them and hear their little voice and see how much you love them. And I don't know, one day when my kids are gone, they can see these videos of me and them together in a way that photos never can. I mean, video is this amazing technology, and it has advanced so much in recent years, where you can really just make gorgeous cinematic films that will last forever. So I will link to her. I'll link to her website so you guys can check it out. But I also wanted to show you some of the really cute early on little videos that I made with my kids, just documenting the smallest moments. Because I think that the little things you do add up to a beautiful life. Just like the tiny little moments. It doesn't have to be like the big vacation or the graduation. It's just like the little tiny moments when you're at home and doing little things. I don't know. I just think that recording those things, you can show moments when your kids are older, the richness of their life, the little details that they maybe forgot about.
When I get an idea for a doll, the first thing I do is draw it out. I think about what fabric I want to use, how I want it to be put together, and the colors. Every doll I make is made by me in my home, hand embroidered, hand stuffed, and is almost always conceived with a mind to what my daughter would adore. I love that I'm making something that will play a part in the magical worlds of her own creation, something that she will love and that will love her right back because it was made by her mom. What started out as a labor of love for my own little girl now has become a handcrafted line of very limited edition dolls that I hope your little one will be able to enjoy as much as my girl does.
Focaccia bread.
And so anyways, so when my channel was demonetized, I made a video that was sort of like that. And I realized, I was like, oh, I know how to do this. And I love doing this. And this is up my alley. I just didn't realize that I could do it in this way. And once I realized that, it made me really excited to do YouTube. And so my appeal wound up getting approved, because the truth is that it shouldn't have been demonetized for that reason. But in the process, I learned what I really like about YouTube and how I want to do my own channel and my aesthetic and the type of creator that I want to be. And it sort of really incentivized me to make my own original content with just myself in it. Now, I want to have friends on and things like that, and I will, but it sort of pointed me the direction as an artist that I want to go with my channel, content that I would be interested in watching. And I thought I would share that with you in case, I don't know, in case maybe making these little videos just for yourself or just for your kids or just for your future when you're older and you want to go back and see how you were and see your thoughts, but you can actually hear them in your own voice. I don't know, I think it's something really, really beautiful. I think everybody wants to be heard, everybody has a story to tell, and everybody wants to feel like their life has been witnessed. And everybody, I think, wants to write a book about the story of their life, but that's too much to face. You know, writing is a lot of work, but I don't know, just having a 5-minute video once a year, once a month of your life, that's so easy. And the tools are getting easier and easier to edit. Like, I use CapCut for editing. It's so freaking easy to use. My son showed me how to use it. And yeah, I just thought maybe you guys would be interested in that, and maybe it would inspire you to make a little video about your life, or I don't know, make a little video about the thoughts you're having, or when you go on a walk, do a little video of what you see and little moments of wisdom that you want to impart to others. Or I don't know, just do it for fun. Okay, well, I think I kind of rambled a bit about that, but I just wanted to share that. I'm gonna run into the grocery store now. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.